Hey everyone, Josie here at Current Laser Systems. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This week is the week of love, and while others are looking to get a heart-shaped box of chocolates, we prefer our heart shapes to be out of metal. This week, we will be cutting a fun heart design out of this 30 thou anodized aluminum from Chemetal on our 500 watt CO2 OptiFlex. So let's get to it. Yes, that's right. We will be using a CO2 laser to cut this aluminum. We do have the fiber cell if we wanted to cut big sheet metal, but for this video, we are going to be showcasing the CO2 OptiFlex. When cutting metal with a CO2 laser, we're using a metal cutting head, which is a different assembly than the one used when cutting non-metal materials like plastic or wood. The biggest difference is the copper nozzle. This copper nozzle has a smaller opening than the non-metal nozzle and allows us to deliver concentrated assist gas through the kerf. The other big difference is that our metal cutting technology is being used, specifically our height follower. Notice as I move the metal up and down, the nozzle moves with the metal. This ensures that the beam is always in focus when cutting the metal. Let's talk a little bit about this material. Chemetal is a company that produces beautiful metal laminates for interior design. The material that we will be using today is anodized aluminum from their 900 series. I will put a link to Chemetal's website down below in the description for you to check them out. Before you begin cutting, you want to make sure that your beam is aligned and focused. A lack of beam alignment and incorrect focus gap can lead to unsuccessful metal cutting, so make sure you go through these steps to save your material. For current customers, you can access these tutorial videos online through your customer login. Our beam is aligned and our focus is set, so let's go ahead and get our laser set up. The material is on the bed and we will move our cutting head to the metal sheet. A convenient K-cam feature we are going to use to align the cutting file to the sheet of metal is our user offset function. When using this feature, you can reference a point in the file like the upper left corner, lower right corner, etc. For this video, we will drive the head to the lower left. Once you are in the correct spot, you can then select lower left in the software and click user offset. As you can see, our file has now moved to this exact location. Here is the file we will be using today. There are a few smaller details in this piece, so we are going to use some lead-ins. This will help create clean and smooth edges along the cut material. I will link a video down below on how to create lead-ins for your file, as well as a video for the software Lead-In Pro. Now let's optimize our settings. Our file is already in K-cam, but we can still send it using the Selection Export tool. For cutting 30 thou aluminum, we will want to go 0.8 inches per second at 70% power. We will be using nitrogen as our assist gas, and we will set that PSI to 150. When piercing the metal to get a clean through cut, you will want to have a pierce delay of 0.3 seconds. This allows the beam to pierce through the metal successfully before the motion of the cut starts. Before we begin cutting, there are two more things that we want to do. First, we have to make sure our height follower is on, and we have to go open the valve to our assist gas. For anodized aluminum, we will be using an assist gas of nitrogen. When cutting metal, using the appropriate assist gas, nitrogen or oxygen, will help with the common struggles of burrs and slag when cutting metal. When we optimized our settings earlier, we already set our nitrogen PSI to 150. Now we'll just open up the valve, and we will be ready to cut. Let's start this file. we have for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about metal cutting on a CO2 laser, please comment down below. We'll be happy to chat with you in the comments. All right, and we'll see you next time.